Hi, my name's Rich Hanlon. I'm your Wild Neighbors Nature Connection Nature Guide. Welcome back to the ADK Bird Buffet. It's cold and windy here in the northern Adirondacks. It feels like winter has finally arrived. Let's take a look at the bird feeder this morning to observe our feathered neighbors and see if we can't understand a little more of the hierarchy of things and the ways that the birds relate to each other at the feeding station. Notice that there are two suet feeders at the feeding station. The one on the left side attached to a red maple trunk, the one on the right side attached to a beech snag, and in between the two we have the platform feeder where the black oil sunflower seeds are placed. As is typical, the bold and inquisitive chickadee is first to arrive. Watch how these chickadees kindly take turns picking sunflower seeds from the feeding station. In my neighborhood, things tend to get very interesting when woodpeckers and blue jays show up at the feeding station, because while the woodpeckers tend to focus primarily on the suet, there is a hierarchy between the downy and the hairy woodpecker. And the blue jays, while they will pick sunflower seeds, they will also pick from the suet blocks. So let's see how this plays out. At present, there seems to be room for everyone at the feeding station, but that may change in a few moments. With the blue jay's departure, a downy woodpecker has just perched on the beech snag and is visiting the suet block on the right side. As you can see, having an extra suet block means that the downy and the hairy woodpecker, at least at the present moment, do not have to be in direct competition with each other. When birds are displaced from their spot at the feeding station, you get a look into the hierarchy in their bird society. Watch who is about to displace the downy woodpecker on the right side suet block. Now that a blue jay has taken over the suet block on the beech snag, our downy woodpecker is perched above in the trees, waiting for a spot to open up. Watch who shows up on the suet block at the red maple tree when our hairy woodpecker decides he's had his fill. That's right. Hairy woodpecker's smaller cousin, the downy woodpecker, is quick to take advantage of the opening. The downy woodpecker is clearly at a size disadvantage and is not able to compete with the hairy woodpecker at the feeding station. So when the hairy woodpecker returns, the downy retreats. Now watch as this female hairy woodpecker is briefly visited by a male hairy woodpecker at the feeding station. What do you think? Is this competition, pair bonding, or something else entirely? As far as hierarchy goes, the chickadees went where they could get food without having to compete with the other birds. Both hairy woodpeckers and blue jays were shown to be dominant over downy woodpeckers. And today, there wasn't much interaction to speak of between hairy woodpeckers and blue jays. I'm really glad you joined me at the ADK Bird Buffet this morning. I wonder, at your feeding station? Do you see a similar bird hierarchy where you live, or is it a little different? Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.